Hi everyone. Today we'll be doing chapter 4. We will be overriding methods, dealing with polyomorphism, and static classes. So our objective, after compiling this lesson, we should be able to do the following: use access level, private, protected, default, and public. Override methods: use virtual method invocation, use var args to specify variable arguments. Okay. Use the instance of operator to compare object types. Use upward and downward cast. Model business problems by using the static keyword. Implement the singleton design pattern. So over here, we've got a file called maths.test.java. In this file, we've got our class maths test and our public static void. And then we've generated a random number between zero point 0.0 and 200.0, not rounded. And then we calculate and display the square root of 25. And then thirdly, we generate a random number between 0 and 200, then round it to the nearest whole number. And then we display the absolute value of negative 22. So I'm just going to run this so that we can be able to see our results. So our random number, we've been given 188 point all those other decimal numbers, and then we've got our square root, which is 5.0. So the square root of 25 is 5.0. And then for the third one, we generate a random number between 0 and 200 and then round it to the nearest whole number. And we have got, so we've got 183 for that. And then we display the absolute value of negative 22, which is positive 22. So I'm going to hand over. I'm just going to wait. Before I do that, I'll read a summary of
Yeah.
what we just did. So this Java program, Maths Test, belongs to the Lesson 4 package, and is designed to demonstrate the use of common static methods from the Maths class in Java. It performs the print and result of the following operations: generate a random double value between 0 and so forth all the way to number 4. This is a simple but effective example of mathematical operations using Java's built-in maths class. So I'll hand over to Recruiter, who's going to take over from here.
Okay. So I'll be doing the quality test class where we defined it here, and then we have the main method, which is the entry point of our program, and then we created the first employee object with specified variables. That's where our breaking point is also. We have employee one and then employee, and then we can see it's showing us that we have the name and the security social number and the salary. So if I step into, it's gonna show us all those details that I mentioned, and then step into again, step into. So we're gonna step into until it takes us back to our original file, because this file is connected to our original file that we are trying to debug. So we're gonna have all the details, the security, social number, and everything. And then we step into, and then we're gonna create first employee object with specified values. There you can see I already explained it. And then we step into, and then we have employee two, and then we're gonna have it's gonna have its own properties, and then we step into the Betty. So and then we step into again, step into the salary and everything, and then step into. So now it's gonna go to where we print false if the employee class overrides the equal method, and then we're gonna so Betty and 6,000, and then employee to Betty again and 6,000, and then we step into, and then step into so, and then we already explained this one, and then now employee one and employee two refer to the exact same object. So employee one, they are all earning same thing and they have same name. And then we step into, and then here we are printing true because both reference point to the same object, same memory location. And then we step into. So basically, we come to employee and fetch information, and then we go back to our class equality test because we are testing the equality between the two employees. So that's what's happening. So yeah, so it's saying true. They both earn the same thing. True, like true. Everything is the same except everything is the same for employee one and employee two. That's why we have the boolean. If you remember on employees point when we're stepping into, we had the boolean to say if everything is the same here, it must be true. So that's what was happening here. And then if we go to our summary, so the summary we're doing the equality test where we're demonstrating how object equality works in Java, and then we had two employees, one and two, with identical data, and then in the first equal check false, return false, because it compares object references, not value, and then we had employee one which is assigned to employee two, meaning both variables have the same object in memory, and then the second return true because the references are now identical. So this example was just showing us the difference between reference equality and value quality. So yeah, it was kind of a complicated thing to do, but I think we both got to see what's happening, Sharon.
Um, on my side, I don't see anything. Yeah.
You don't see anything?
I understood everything, but it was fine.
Okay, no. We'll meet because I think this is just gonna be a continuity. We'll see on lesson 5 what's happening.
Yeah.